Guys, we're at Kamarin Stadium and this is Nageso from Ethiopia and he will tell us his story. So, Nageso, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, yeah.
So tell us about yourself.
Yeah, first of all, my name is Nageso Nyafara. I'm from Ethiopia. I'm one of refugee in Kenya. Since 2013, almost now 10 years, I'm in Kenya. Before I came to Iten, I'm training in Kakuma Refugee Camp. Kakuma Refugee Camp is so difficult. I trained almost 3 years. After 3 years, because it's very hot, then I decided to come to Iten because Iten is home of champion. At least it's cold. You can even train with the rest of the colleagues, so it's really good.
How did you know? How did you find out about Iten?
Iten, there is one of my friend. He's one of refugee. He's from South Sudan. He's the one who advised me to come here because he always see me in the camp when I'm training alone. So he advised me to come to Iten so that I can be connected maybe with the rest of the runners, and the environment is really good. So then I decided to come and just start training with the rest of the Kenyans. But the life is very difficult. Then I start facing people. I work with a lot of people.
So tell me a little bit. So when did you start running?
I start 2019 in Kakuma Refugee Camp when the UNHCR is launched to select the refugee Olympic team. Then I participate. Then I found myself I have a talent. Then I decided to train. Almost I trained 3 years in Kakuma Refugee Camp. After that, then my friend advised me to come to Iten because there is very difficult. You can't train. It's almost 40 degrees, very hot. Yeah.
So what happened to the other guys who you left them at the camp, at Kakuma Refugee Camp?
Yeah, at Kakuma Refugee Camp, because you know UNHCR supposed to they fund them, IOC, International Olympic Committee of Refugee. They fund them money, but those who is supporting the guys, the coaches, they are not willing to help them. They are not willing to take them to Iten because all the way from Kakuma, Turkana County, it's very far. So me, I decided personally to come and train because I love running. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I'm here now to train myself, and maybe one day, one time, I want to run to represent refugee all over the world. Yeah.
So tell me when you got started here. So you lived with a friend in Iten or you lived alone?
I live here since I came to Iten before Corona, 2020. Then I'm still here, just training. Sometimes pacing the people because I have to survive. I have to eat food.
So tell us about the pacing. How do you meet? Who do you pace and how do you meet these clients that you pace?
Yeah, that's a nice question. But you know, I met one of the women. She is from Iran. She is a Iran record holder. I met her for the first time, 2020, when she came to Iten for the first time to train. Then I helped her to show the routes of Iten because there are so many routes in Iten, and then she decided to pay me some little money for my rent and my food and my some used shoes.
Yes.
Then after that she really improved. After 2 months she trained in Iten. She was staying at Lona guest houses. Then I paid her almost 2 months. After 2 months she go run in Valencia, almost 240 something. She has 254 before she come to Iten. Then she really improved. Then she posted on Instagram that attracts a lot of people. A lot of people ask her. Then when they come to Iten for running, for training, then they ask for pacemaker. Then she connect me a lot of people like Crucians. Some are from Sweden, Europeans, USA. She connect me, so she is the one who really connect me because she post on Instagram what she's doing, how she improve, and how she perform in Valencia. So how we work together. So that makes me connected to those people who come to train in Iten from around the world. Yeah.
What's the name of the lady who helped you to get started with pacing?
Yeah, she is called Mandana. She is like my mom, my friend. They are very great family from Iran. They come almost 2 times to Iten to train. Then I work with them all the time. They are really good family. We are still chatting, but she get injury because she want to come for Berlin this September to run Berlin, but she can't make it. But she's really great. Yeah.
So that was 2021.
2020 we start. We work together for 2 months. Then 2021 she come back again once. Then she went back and ran Berlin half.
And so did you get more referrals, like people coming to ask you?
Yeah,
to
a lot
pace
of
for-
people ask me because of her, especially women from Croatia, Netherlands, Belgium, different countries of the world. You know, they follow her on Instagram. So so many friends of her work with me because of her.
So how do you now, if you pace for them, that means you're not able to do your running.
Yeah.
So how do you balance the two? Because now if you pace for someone, that means you're not able to do your training.
You know, for example, some of them are very slow. If they are very slow, so that I have to run my own running after I finish with them. You know, I plan my own training. It's not longer, shorter. Just I make it shorter and fast, so that I can balance my training. So that is what I am going to do always.
That's very tough.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're training twice a day.
But if they are strong,
Yes.
if they are strong, maybe I see their paces are fit for me. No need of just training for the second time. Then it's enough. I train with them. But if they are slow, I have to plan my own training aside. That is how I manage to do.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So any races you've done in Kenya so far?
Yeah, I have did. First of all, when I came to Iten, I was really slow. Then, but after I came to Iten, almost 3 years now, I really improve. I'm really happy for that. I'm even going to improve a lot because I was run almost 5 races or 6 races like that. Three half in Nairobi. One is standard charter and
How did you do in
two Nairobi City Marathon, Huru Classic. So I ran the first half. I participated almost 67. Then the third one, last time Huru Classic, I ran in July 2nd in Nairobi. I ran 65.
What position?
Almost 65 position out of almost 100,000 of people. I'm really happy for that, but I'm going to improve until I have to run maybe like 62, 63. So I'm planning for that for the next maybe standard charter on October.
So right now, where are you at in your training in terms of what are you planning for? Do you have any race coming up?
Yeah, I have a race on October.
The Lorette City Marathon?
No, October, Nairobi standard charter.
Okay. And what plans do you have on that race? What do you hope to run?
I have a plan like 63, 62, 64. Those out of those 3. So that's my plan. Yeah.
And what do you hope? So if you run 63, for example,
yeah,
what do you expect to come from that race in terms of support or going to race in abroad or?
Yeah, I think before I go to abroad, I have never run in sea level, as you know. So when I improve, like 63, 64, 62, I have to focus moving out of Kenya, racing internationally with the rest of the guy.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
because I can make it, because so many people maybe believe the refugee cannot make, but I can make. I believe in myself, so one time I can run very good with the rest of the men.
So talk to me about the Olympics, because you mentioned that you have plans in racing in Olympics as a refugee. So
yeah, from the beginning, because those refugees, those who go to Olympics are very few, especially from my country. They are very few but they have a talent. Nobody supports them. There is one of incidents happened before I was training in Kakuma refugee camp. There is some Ethiopians in UNHCR camp in Gong, but they have been chased because one of the guy went to London for the races. Then he's remained there. Then after he remained there, the rest who remain in Nairobi, they have been chased by one of the management who is handling them in Gong.
okay.
Then that's why I miss to go to Gong camp, because because that's why I decided, because some of my colleagues, those who started before me, they have been chased from the camp, so no need for me to go to Gong and do training with them. So because I'm Ethiopian, they have been chased the rest, so I decided to come alone to Iten and train myself to make to Olympic one day without even any help.
Okay.
That's my dream, and that's how I believe.
Like help from the government, right?
Yeah, no, from UNHCR,
Okay.
from IOC, Olympic Committee of Refugee. They always fund money, but that fund is not equally distributed to all the nationality of the refugees, because there are so many nationalities in Kakuma refugee camp.
Yes.
From Ethiopia, Somalia, South Sudan, different Congo, Burundi, all are not participated, because we have a talent.
Yes.
For example, if you see in East Africa, Ethiopia and Kenya,
Yes.
we have a real talent about running, but there are no somebody who encourage and support. Even in refugee camp, there are so many guys who has a good talent,
Right.
but no support. That's why they remain in refugee camp. Me, I decide personally, I take risk, so I can make it to Olympic one day.
So tell me about your challenges here in Iten since you've been here and moving forward.
Yeah.
How have been so difficult, and how do you really work on getting there?
Yeah, if you are not really committed and you are not really love what you are doing, you can't make it. I can't reach this stage. To tell the truth, I really love running. That makes me not to lose hope. One time I can make it with the rest of the guy who run Olympics, championship, any races in the world. Okay, even if no support, I decide to came to Iten. When you see Kakuma and Iten, they have the same faces, because there are so many nationality in Kakuma refugee camp from different East African countries. They are there in Kakuma refugee camp. So I work with them as a community social workers.
Yes.
When I came to Iten again, there are so many nationalities come here to train.
Yes.
So that gives me confident, because I'm related. I'm really social with different faces of the people, different language, different cultures.
Yes.
So that really helps me to be confident and work hard and stay with them even here when I came to Iten. As a beginning, but it's really challenging because nobody knows me. After I started with Mandana, after Mandana, so many people become to know me. Again, if you are not committed and you are not hardworking, you can't maybe supported by the rest of the people. Especially running means commitment and time, confidence, everything. So that really helps me to reach today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you need for you to achieve that dream of running in the Olympics from now? Like, what do you need?
What I need, for example, I need only some support. Maybe if someone is willing to help, I need the support. Then the second one, I have to work hard, no shortcut, because I have to have a discipline and I have to work hard. I can make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today I saw you are training here in Kamarin Stadium, right?
Yeah.
I saw it rained last night and it's a bit muddy. How did you able to manage the track?
Because because of the challenges, the challenges in Iten is mostly track. We don't have a track, especially Kamarin. Even Tambach is closed. Even Kipsoin is far, almost 5 kilometers. I have to run to Kipsoin. At least Kamarin is near to where I'm living, but is really muddy. But I decide to come and do some lapping, because I don't have to focus on tarmac, because you can get injury, hamstring, on tarmac.
Yes.
This is very soft, so I decide to come here and just using where there is no water, but there are so many waters. But yeah, you have to be patient and just use what you have, until maybe it is constructed. So
Right.
yeah.
So are you on social media?
Yeah, I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram.
What's your name on Instagram? What's your handle?
Nageso Nyafaro. Yeah. I have so many followers because I love running. I love posting what I am doing here, because the rest of the people has to know how the altitude is and how we are training, because mostly I train with the Lily's group. Lily's group is the biggest group in Iten. So they are very strong. There are so many strong runners there. I run with them. So I always post what we do. They have a very unique routes of running, Monday to Saturday. So I always join with them and run with them and post what I did. So that is, yeah, that's all about it.